Once upon a time in the village of Gada Abu, there lived a poor farmer with his son and wife. The farmer owned a piece of land on which he cultivated crops that provided a good living for his family. As he was leaving, Abu Jan asked, "Where are you off to, son? Haven't you noticed how hard it's raining?" The farmer replied, "Yes, Abu, because of this rain, all my land is ruined. Now I don't know how we'll manage to grow a crop or earn our livelihood." Abu Jan consoled him, "That's very unfortunate, this is going to be a big problem for us. Come inside, we'll figure out a solution." Inside, Saji said, "Don't worry. Once the land dries up, if you sow the seeds again, the crop will surely grow." Oh, Begum interjected, "But I don't have money for the seeds. How will I grow the crop?" Abu Jan suggested, "You should take a loan. Sell the crop when it's ready and repay the money." Begum agreed, "All right then, I'll go to Chaudhry Sahab tomorrow." The very next day, as soon as the rain stopped, the farmer left home and went straight to the village Chaudhry's house. He recounted his sorrowful tale. "Oh, that's truly sad, your entire land is ruined," said Chaudhry Sahab. The farmer pleaded, "Chaudhry Sahab, you can help me. Please lend me enough money so that I can buy seeds to resow my land." Chaudhry replied, "I will lend you the money, but on one condition." "Which condition?" the farmer asked, confused. Chaudhry explained, "You need money, don't you? I'll give you the money, but in return, when the crop is harvested, you must give me the crop on a 70-30 basis." The farmer responded, "Oh, Chaudhry Sahab, that's a very good deal. Please give me the money, and I'll give you the crop accordingly." So the accountant, Munshi, handed him 1 lakh rupees, and then Mith's assistant gave him another 10 lakhs. With the money in hand, the farmer returned home and happily shared the good news with everyone. Abu Jan then said, "I didn't quite understand the 70-30 arrangement. Son, it means that when the crop is ready, 70% will be mine and 30% will be Chaudhry Sahab's." "Wow, son, you've struck a great deal. You've essentially swindled Chaudhry Sahab," remarked the farmer proudly. "Yes, son. Starting tomorrow, I'll work on the land so that the crop is ready as soon as possible." The very next day, Bittu's father began sowing seeds on the land, and in just a few months, the crop was ready. Bittu's father was overjoyed. He harvested the entire crop and prepared sacks to take it to the market. "Wow, the entire crop is ready," he exclaimed. "I'll go and inform the owner." At that moment, Mith's assistant arrived to inform him about the crop's readiness. "Wonderful. Let's get the transport ready so we can take our share," he said. They proceeded to the field and began loading a large number of sacks onto their vehicle. Suddenly, Chaudhry Sahab arrived and said, "What are you doing? You had agreed to give me 30% share, and yet you are loading up so many sacks." The assistant replied, "It was agreed that the split would be 30% for you and 70% for me. Now, these sacks represent my share, and my loan has been completely recovered." With that, Mith left with his assistants, leaving Bittu's father bewildered and troubled. Before long, Bittu arrived. "Abu, what's wrong? Why do you look so worried?" he asked. After hearing the explanation, Bittu grew very angry. "Abu, I knew that Chaudhry would cheat you. He has taken an excessive amount of sugarcane sacks, it proves he's nothing but a swindler. Son, we've been cheated by our own, but there's nothing we can do about it," Abu lamented. Bittu then declared, "Since they've cheated us, we'll cheat them in return and recover everything." "But how?" "Leave it to me, son," Abu assured him. A few days later, Bittu went to Chaudhry to ask for another loan. Mith was waiting for this very opportunity. "All right, I'll lend you money," said Chaudhry, "but this time on one condition." "Which condition, Chaudhry Sahab?" Bittu inquired. Chaudhry stated, "This time, the part of the land below the surface will be yours, and the part above the surface will be mine." Bittu agreed, "Okay, Chaudhry Sahab. Please give me 1 lakh rupees." So, the accountant gave him 1 lakh, and Mith's assistant handed over another 1 lakh. Then Mith said, "I don't understand one thing. Earlier, you demanded a 70-30 split, and now you're talking about the above ground and below ground parts of the land. Bittu replied, "Look here, if you sow sugarcane, the part that grows above ground will be mine, and the roots or the underground portion, which consists of the fibrous parts, will be yours. How's that for an idea?" "Wow, Myth. That's brilliant, now all the sugarcane will be ours," Myth responded with delight. Using the money, Bittu bought seeds and began sowing. After some hard work over time, a very good potato crop was ready. Bittu then initiated the harvest. At that moment, Myth called out to his assistant, "Come on, Kamu, let's go, our crop is ready. Let's load up our share and leave." They set off with their vehicle, and upon arriving at the field, they were astonished to see rows and rows of potatoes spread out far and wide. "Chaudhry Sahab, I was waiting for you. I've got the crop ready. According to our agreement, the portion below the ground is mine and the portion above ground is yours." Chaudhry replied, "Oh dear, you're quite cunning, you've got potatoes now, which means you'll get the potato greens, leaves, too. Then the deal is this, you take all the potato leaves with you," Chaudhry insisted. In anger, Myth left with the potato greens. Now Myth was furious with Bittu and shouted, "What are you staring at with that goofy expression? Should I throw these onto the cattle? Kamu, don't let him off the hook, he's going to be trapped again by the loan money. This time, I'll set a condition so severe that he will remember it for the rest of his life," Myth vowed. Bittu then went to collect the loan money, looking dejected, and returned home, wondering what crop to plant next. Soon after, his father arrived. "What's wrong, son? You seem troubled," his father asked. Bittu explained Chaudhry's new condition to his father, who was equally astonished. "Son, you not only needed the loan but you must also fulfill the condition," his father said. Abu added, "I've been racking my brain over which crop to plant next. Don't worry, I know exactly which crop we should grow this time." Bittu's father then told him about a particular crop. Hearing this, Bittu's mood brightened. "Wow, Abu, you've solved my problem. I'll go and sow the seeds tomorrow." The very next day, Bittu began sowing seeds in the field. After many months of hard work, a sugarcane crop was ready. Bittu and his father were very happy. Before Myth could arrive, they set aside their share as per the agreement. Myth, in high spirits, left home and rushed to the field. As soon as he arrived, he found that the 14 boundaries, or partitions, of the field lit up with the crop. "Myth, will you take your share of the crop or leave it like last time?" Myth retorted, "This guy is out of control, he's grown." Addressing Myth, Bittu said, "Dear brother, just give me 20 lakhs rupees. I promise I won't set any more conditions, I've already suffered enough losses. Go on, go do your work. You cheated my Abu terribly, and now I'm getting my revenge," Myth declared. Thus, Myth received a well-deserved punishment for what he had done.